That's inside 2-1. Shop of the Rokosz live from the bottom field. This is game of the week. One out here in the top of the first. Two one. It's in there for a strike. 2-2. 2-2. And that's a base hit in the left center field, past the shortstop in left. Rokosz will head over to second, and he's got a double.
Yeah. What up, Clark?
It's in there for a strike on one. Runner at second, and one out here. That's inside 1-1. 1-1 to Dylan. And he lines one in left center field, a base hit. Rokosz rounds third, and he will score 1-0 Rokosz. So top of the first, 1-0 Rokosz. That's in there for a strike on one to Dye. Mike Dye at the plate, 1 on, 1 out. That's in there for a strike 0-2. Oh, 2. Outside 1-2. 1-2. Line drive, base hit in the right center field. That's going to be cut off and right. Brushard will head first to third. And Rokosz has something cooking. They already have 1 run home in this inning. 2 on and 1 out here for Rokosz. That brings up Hernandez to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the first, 1-0 Rokosz. That's in there for a strike on one. 0-1. Fouled away 0-2. Off the dumpster. Oh, 2. And a chopper to third. The throw over to first is in time, but the run scores. 2-0 Rokosz. So 2 down, top of the first. I'll bring up Ray Burchard to the plate. That's up and away, ball 1. Hello. 1-0. Outside 2-0. On the mound for the Shop, it's Colin Naturel. That's fly ball to right. That's playable. 2-1. The 2-1. Popped up. Back towards third. Makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the first. 2-0 the score, and we'll be back after this. Now that it's spring and summertime, it's going to be raining a lot. And you don't want to worry about your gutter, so call the expert. Call Richie's Rain Gutters. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. Again, we want to remind you, Sunday, August 30th, live from Lentz McCullum Ballpark will be Super Stream 5. 5 years of live streaming here in Current Entertainment Productions. Sunday, August 30th, the 5th anniversary, Super Stream 5. And a chopper back over to Brochard. He throws over to first in time, 1 out. It's outside ball 1. Brochard set, steals the 1-0. Their first strike, the count is even 1-1. One. That is popped up towards short. 2 out. Two out now for Barbero. Or, excuse me, Korfman. Couldn't see for a second. Oh, 1 to Korfman. Outside and away. 1-1. The send the 1-1. Upstairs 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1. 2-0 Rokosz, bottom of the first. 3-1. And a liner into left field, a base hit for Korfman. Korfman will round second. The throw is not in time. That gets away. The throw snap back to over to second. It hit his head, but it was not in time. So now I bring up Colin Natural to the plate. It's in there for a strike on 1. Oh, 1. Low 1-1. Send the 1-1. It's inside 2-1. The 2-1. And therefore, strike 2-2. Count is even 2-2. Korfman at second, 2 out. And a liner to short. Throw over to first is in time. And we have ended the first inning. We head to the top of the second. 1 stranded. Rokosz still leads by 2. And we'll be back after this. number tonight, 570-687-4128. Back here for the top of the second. Sniff for a strike. 1-1 to Reeder. Fouled away, 1-2. One, two. Low 2-2. And that's popped up towards left. One out. There for a strike on 1. On 1 to Flores. Up and away, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Flores. Top of the second, 1 out. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 2-1. Chopper to third. Throw over to first. In time. 2 out. Two down here for Rokosz. Base is empty. It's in there for a strike on 1. It's in there for a strike on 2. 2. And a chopper over to second. And he can't handle it, and that gets away. He's going to head over to second, and because of the defensive miscue, Rokosz has a runner in scoring position.
Hey, we still got 2.
Top of the second, runner in scoring position for Albrecht. Sets and fires the pitch. There for a strike on 1. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. 2. Inside 1-2. One, 2. And that's a fair ball. Colin will throw over to first. Gets you out there. We head to the bottom of the second. Go to the bottom of the second. And we'll be back after this. Now that it's spring and summertime, it's going to be raining a lot. And you don't want to worry about your gutter, so call the expert. Call Richie's Rain Gutters.
Now stop chasing those dirty hands. She's chasing with the rep.
Way to be, threes. Where is it? Hey, little rip here, kid. They're way
Bottom of the second now. Pellegrino will come to the plate. That's inside ball one.
Go, Dad.
line drive.
1-0. Two and 0 the count to Pellegrino. And that is a double play right there to throw over to first. Not in time. So 2-0 to score. Bottom of the second. Carlino now at the plate. That's inside ball one.
Go, Dad.
1 on, 1 out for Carlino. 2-0 to score. 2-0 the count. Two. Upstairs 3-0. 3-0. Ball four, walk. And the shop's going to get the go-ahead run at the plate. One out, 2 on. Simmons at the plate. Oh and 1 the count. 2 on, 1 out. One one. 1 and 2 the count. 2 on and 1 out. That's low. 2 and 2. 2-2. Outside 3-2. The 3-2. Liner in the right center field. That ball's going to be in there for a base hit. Pellegrino rounds third. He represents the tying run, and he will score. This game is cut in half, 2-1. I thought Carlino could have scored from third, but he stays there, so it's 2-1. Runners at first and third and 1 out for Miola. That's low ball 1. Upstairs 1 and 1, or 2 and 0, excuse me. That's low 3 and 0. The 3-0. And that's ball 4. That's going to be a walk. The bases are going to be loaded. Cohan at the plate. 1 out. Bases loaded. Shop down a run. Bottom of the second. 2-1 Rokosz. Inside ball. Apologize for the technical difficulties. It's 4-4 here in the bottom of the third. Don't usually have problems like this, but for some odd reason, today we are. It's inside 2-0. Frio. That's ball 4. That's going to be a walk. And that's a chopper to short. They get the out at second. Going to get the out at first. Yes, they do. It's a double play. Meanwhile, run come and score, and he's safe. And the Shop take the lead. So nobody out, or 2 out, nobody on for Pellegrino. And he fouls one off 0-1. A 1. And a rocket to deep left. That's going to be a base hit. Pellegrino will head on over to second as the throw gets away, and he will be there.
Go, Dad.
So Carlino at the plate. 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the third, 5-4 Shop. Slow ball 1. One 0. Upstairs 2-0. Two. Liner in the left field, a base hit for Carlino. Pellegrino rounds third. He will score. It's 6-4. He had to go up or go down and get that ball, but he hooked it to left and fair for a base hit. 6-4 Shop. Now Simmons at the plate, and that's way outside. 6-4 the score, bottom of the third, 1 on, 2 out for Simmons. Lines one into right field for a base hit. Carlino will head first to third. Simmons is heading over to second, and he will make it in there. So 2 on and 2 out for Miola. (6-4), 4 runs have scored for the Shop here in this bottom of the third. It was 4-2 Rokosz. That's down low, ball 1.
Go 9. Trying to work. Go down, pick it up. Hey 9.
1-0. 2-0.
Not you. Good blinks. Good blinks. Go 9.
2-0. That is low, but in there for a strike 2-1. Two on the Nick. A lines one in the left field, a base hit. Carlino's in. Here comes Simmons. The throw comes in, not in time. And Miola will head to third. Eight to 4 Shop here in the third.
Get back on the top. Let's go. Here you go, Artie.
That's inside ball one.
The sun is almost up enough for it to be all shaded here, but.
One out to Artie. Floater foul, 1-1.
Use the big part of the bat.
Yeah. Exactly what I just. Here we go, Artie. Here we go.
Get way back. Get way back.
Get on it. Wait on it. Let's go.
1-1.
Not
Upstairs, 2-1. 2-1. The floater down the left field side, that is going to be out number 3. The shot with a big inning. Head to the top of the 4th. 1 stranded, but 6 score in that bottom of the 3rd for the shop. And we'll be back after these quick messages. Now that it's spring and summertime, it's going to be raining a lot. And you don't want to worry about your gutter, so call the expert. Call Richie's Rain Gutters. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. It's in there for a strike on 1. On 1 to Flores. He lines one in the left center field. That's going to be caught. Nice catch. How you doing, brother? Actually, no, I thought that was caught, but no, he trapped it. And because it was trapped, ends up being a base hit. Now Azzarello to the plate. With 1 on and nobody out here in the top of the 4th. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. 1-1. And he flies one to left. Pellegrino is there. 2 out. Or 1 out, excuse me. It's 1 on and 1 out for Albrecht. Bob Albrecht at the plate. That's inside ball 1. Top of the 4th, 1 on, 1 out, 1-0. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 to Bob. 1-2. 1-2 from Colin. Tapper, that's fair. Throw over to first is not in time, or in time for the out. As Flores moves to second, it's a productive out. It's a 2 out, 1 on for Vittorio. 8-4 the score. We're in the top of the 4th. And for a strike on 1. 0-1. And Vittorio flies one to left. That might fall. And Pellegrino makes the catch. Nice play out and left. Head to the bottom of the 4th. 8-4 the score. And we'll be back after this.
How you like that defense, huh? Way to pick.
number today at 570-687-4128.
Let's go, Big Three. What do you say, James?
You are watching the Shop in Rokosz live from the bottom field.
Hey, trouble.
And that is going to be inner right center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Bulkley will head to second, and a good start for the Shop here in the bottom of the fourth. So James Bulkley at second. Cuomo comes to the plate. We featured him in this week's promo. It's in there for a strike on one. I went to Isaac. That's inside 1-1. 1-1. Inside 2-1. The 2-1. Laced into right center field. That might fall. It's going to fall in for a base hit for Cuomo. There'll be runners at first and third for the Shop. So 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. Barbero comes to the plate. 8-4 the score, bottom of the fourth. That's in there for a strike on one. On to Barbero. Outside 1-1. 1-1. Fouled away 1-2. Two on, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. 8-4 the score. Chris Barbero at the plate. Billy Triplett on deck. 1-2. Fouled away 1-2.
That's a good cut, Chris.
That's low. 2-2. Two on, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Barbero at the plate. Cuomo at first, Bulkley at second, and that's a fly ball hit to deep left center field. That ball heads back. That's over his head. One runs in. Here comes another. Cuomo, he'll score. Barbero rounding third. The ball gets away. It's a 3-run. And no, he got him in time. Wow, I can't believe it. Actually, the ball did get away, and it's a 3-run inside the park home run. I thought he caught it in time, but nope, he slid just under. So 3 runs will score, 11-4 Shop, and they're just imposing their will. And that's popped up towards right center field. Caught. 1 out. A long fly ball out, 11-4 Shop. So a 3-run home run by Chris Barbero breaks the game wide open. And it's 11-4 here in the bottom of the fourth. RJ Korfman will come to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Slow ball 1. Inside ball 2. That is launched to left. 2 out. I think that's one of the longest fly balls you'll ever see this year. As that's the 3rd out. So I was actually right. Third run did not score. It wasn't out. So it's 10-4. We go to the top of the fifth. And we'll be back after this. Top of the fifth, 10-4 the score. Steve Rokosz will lead things off for Rokosz here in this top of the fifth. That's popped straight up. And Bulkley can't make the catch, 0-1. Natural sets, delivers the 0-1 to Steve. That's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Top of the fifth, 10-4 the scores. That third run did not score. It wasn't out. 0-2. And that is just inside 1-2. Natural thought he had strike three, but nope. Denied. 1-2. Line drive, base hit by Rokosz. That was a screamer. And he'll stay over at first. Now he's going to head all the way to third as the ball carrying him away. So my mistake, I thought he was going to stay at first, and then the ball got away because of a defensive carom. And Rokosz heads all the way over at third. I'll bring up Dylan Brashard to the plate. That's in there for a strike on 1. 10-4 the score, top of the fifth. Fly ball to left center. That should bring in Steve. Steve will tag, score from third. It's 10-5. So base is empty, 1 out. 1 run in for Rokosz. In there for a strike on 1. 1 to die. That's in there for a strike on 2. Natural sets, delivers the 0-2. Popped up towards short. 2 out. So 2 down for Hernandez. Comes to the plate. Line drive, base hit for Hernandez. And he's going to head over to second. That's going to be a double for Hernandez. So 1 on and 2 out for Vittorio. Actually, no, my mistake. It will be Ray Bouchard that comes to the plate with 1 on and 2 out. Top of the fifth, 10-5 the score. Hernandez at second. And swinging a foul tip, 0-1. Swinging another foul tip, 0-2. Natural's 1 strike away from getting away from this inning. Up and away, 1-2. Collins sets, delivers the 1-2. That's fouled away, 1-2. The battle continues. Hernandez at second, 2 out. Naturel trying to limit the damage. 1-2. And that's floated to back to Naturel. He makes the catch. 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 10-5 the score. And we'll be back after this. Now that it's spring and summertime, it's going to be raining a lot. And you don't want to worry about your gutter, so call the expert. Call Richie's Rain Gutters. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. And again, Sunday, August 30th, will be Super Stream 5. Live from Linscomb Ballpark, there will be Super Stream 5, the championship for the Matthew Ullman Memorial Softball League. Sunday, August 30th, coming up 3 weeks from today. Bottom of the fifth.
Not you, not you. Not you. Not you. Good eyes. Pick a spot here. Your count, your count.
3-0 the count. 3-0. Launch to left center field. That ball is going to be over his head. Naturel racing to second. He'll stop there. He probably could have got a triple, but he'll stay there. Now bring up Ryan Bulkley to the plate. RJ Korfman will pinch run for Naturel. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth, 10-5 the score. Ryan Bulkley at the plate. He had a base hit his last time up. And he launches one down the left field line. That's going to be caught. Korfman's going to tag, and he's going to head home, and he will score. Korfman showing off the speed. Eleven to 5 now here in the bottom of the fifth. So now Pellegrino comes to the plate. Bottom of the fifth, 1 out, base is empty. 1 run home for the shop. And Pellegrino launches one to deep left center, but it's playable. 2 out. I'll bring up Carlino to the plate. He had an impressive base hit his last time up. Went out and got it. Base is empty. 2 out. Bottom of the fifth. That's in there for a strike on 1. A 1 to Carlino. Line drive to left. And, oh, the catch out and left. We head to the top of the 6th. And it's 11 to 5, and we'll be back after this.
One of the only big dudes I know that does not give a shit about laying out.
Top of the sixth. And it hit Reeder, and he will head over to first. So 1 on and nobody out here in the top of the sixth, and that'll bring up Flores. Chris Flores at the plate, 1 on and nobody out. 11-5 the score. It's in there for a strike on 1. A 1 by Colin. That's in there for a strike on 2. The set and the 0-2. And a ground ball to short. Nice snag over by Barbero. Do they get the out at first? They do. Or no, they will not. Yeah, they will not. Nice attempt. Runners at first and second for Rokosz. Top of the sixth, 2 on and nobody out for Azzarello. He fouls one off 0-1. And the pitch. And a tapper over to short. And a nice play over at third. The snag bar, Barbero, to throw over to Carlino for the out. Well played. That might be a highlight on the night. That was a fantastic play. That was just some crafty work at shortstop by Barbero to throw over to Carlino, and Carlino stays over to the bag for the out. Nice play. So 2 on, 1 out, top of the sixth for Albrecht.
Same thing, left side 3, up the middle, spin it. Outfield 2-4.
And he pops one up. And that's foul, 0-1. So 1 out, 2 on. Top of the sixth. 11-5 the score. Albrecht at the plate. And this little swinging bunt. They get the out at third. 2 out. And meanwhile, Hernandez will be out as well. And it's a double play, and we head to the bottom of the sixth. And we will be back after this. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870. And you're watching the Shop in Rokosz live from the bottom field. This is Game of the Week. There for his strike. 0-1 to Simmons. 0-1 to Al. And
Hey,
I
still
snag
ripping
over
now.
first, 1 out.
Still hit hard.
Send the 1-0 to Nick. Inside 2-0.
Good eye with layoff. Hey, need runners here. Anyway,
3-0. Frio. And that's ball 4. I'll bring up Cohan to the plate with Miola at first and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, 11-5 the score. Sets and fires the pitch. That's inside ball 1.
If you hit it that high and it finally just got caught after.
1-0.
Yeah, because it's still
Inside 2-0.
usually on like fly balls, you're like most of the way to second base sometimes if you're running hard. By the time they
2-0. Line drive caught by Albrecht. Nice play.
Bro, how? He even bent over to catch it.
That was a great play by Bob Albrecht.
He bent over. He took that ball down. He's an old guy. He bent over.
That's the second play that could be considered for highlight of the night.
George, sorry.
Slow ball 1.
Play with no cup on for anyone listening out there.
Okay, heads up. Love you.
Well, that goes to show the risks that people take to play this game. And a nice snag over Flores, and they get the double play. Head to the top of the 7th. And we'll be back after this. Call the number today at 570-687-4128. There for a strike on 1. Top of the 7th. On 1. Popped up towards left, out of play on 2. 0-2 the count. Shop needs 3 outs for the win. Oh, 2. Up and in 1-2 to Vittorio. Vittorio at the plate. Line drive down the left field line, foul. Vittorio at the plate. Steve Rokosz on deck. Rokosz down by 6. He needs 6 to tie, 7 to take the lead. One, 2. Line drive, base hit in the left field for Vittorio. So 1 on, nobody out for Steve. He scored the last run for Rokosz in that 5th run. He's got gap-to-gap power, but he has home run power. We've seen it before. He had a grand slam against MVP. That's popped up, and who's got it? Natural makes the catch, 1 out. Double play here could end the game. That brings up Dylan Brochard to the plate. Vittorio at first. 1 out, top of the 7th. Rokosz down by 6. That's in there for a strike on 1. 0-1. Fouled away, got in on him. 0-2. Top of the 7th, 1 on, 1 out. Natural sets, delivers the 0-2. That's a high fly ball hit to left, but Pellegrino's got it. 2 out. And meanwhile, Vittorio tags over to second, and it is in time. So 1 on, 2 out, die at the plate. It's in there for a strike on 1. 0-1. Chopper to short. Nice play. Throw over to first. In time! And the ball game is over. So a few defensive gems in this game. The Shop win 11-5 for everyone here at Game of the Week. I'm Clark Eaton. And don't forget, coming up Sunday, August 30th, Super Stream 5 will be the championship for Matthew Ullman Memorial Softball League. Playoffs start next week for everyone here at Game of the Week. I'm Clark Eaton. Have a good day and a greater tomorrow.